Alright, we're just not going to talk about the fact that I haven't put a video up in like 3 or 4 months. I mean, no one's watching these anyways, so it's not like it matters. Anyways, here's my September TBR. It's actually September 4th as I'm filming this, but that's fine. Because it means that I've already started a couple of books. The first one that I started is 12th Night, and I am reading what I have in this copy of 4 comedies by William Shakespeare. So this edition has Midsummer's Night Dream, As You Like It, The Tempest, and 12th Night, all of which I have read before. Wow, not in this edition. This is actually the first time I'm reading out of this edition, but I have read all 4 of those comedies previously, which is, yeah. Anyways, I love 12th Night. I absolutely adore it. It's my favorite Shakespeare play of like the 10 that I've read. Yeah, just reading it again is an absolute joy. The reason that I'm not reading my Folger edition though is that I am loaning my Folger edition out to one of my friends who I have roped into reading 12th Night with me in this month of Shaketube. Yes, so that's the first pick that I'm doing for Shaketube, and what I decided to do is I decided to pick a play per week from each of the hosts of Shaketube. So this is my pick for Jason as host. The next book, the one that I've already started, is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I'm almost halfway through this one now. It's a young adult book that kind of like exists in a world where the idea of like, oh yeah, like there's totally like some like Buffy the Vampire Slayer who like has to, you know, destroy the Hellmouth and stuff, where like and like superheroes and stuff, like it's all real. And like pretty much everyone knows about it, and this book sort of follows a couple of kids who live in a town where there are these indie kids who like do like the blowing up of the Hellmouth and the superhero thing. But like not really following like that big story, just kind of following what happens to these kids on the periphery of that story. And it's really interesting, and I'm really liking it, and the font is like huge, so it's going pretty quick as well. See, the next book that I'm reading, God darn it, I forgot what order the Shaketube thing's going. Alright, I have it written down here somewhere, the order of the Shaketube. Alright, yes. Okay, so for week 2 of Shaketube, I will be reading Damon of Athens, which I only own in this huge complete works of Shakespeare textbook that I got for a college course that I didn't end up taking because I guess no one else signed up for it and it got canceled. Anyways, yeah, and Damon of Athens is my pick for Steve as host. And I basically, aside from Midsummer's Night Dream, I've not read any of Shakespeare's plays that are like based in like the ancient like Greco-Roman period. I've read a couple of his histories, like Othello, Hamlet, Macbeth, like those ones, and a bunch of his comedies. But I've basically like read none of like the Timon of Athens, Coriolanus, Troilus and Cressida, like based on like the Greco-Roman time period myths. So that will be, aside from Midsummer's Night Dream, my second one that's based in that time period, which I am excited for. And I'm not sure. I'll just like try and intersperse like my non-Shaketube books with my Shaketube books. My next non-Shaketube book that I would like to read in the month of September is the 2020 Commission Report on the North Korean Nuclear Attacks Against the United States by Jeffrey Lewis, PhD. This is a novel that imagines itself into the future, into the year 2023, looking back on the year 2020 when North Korea bombs the United States. It's just, I think it's a really interesting idea. I've already read like the not the prologue, but like the preface to the report. I am very interested in this novel. I think it's a really interesting idea, and I really want to read it before 2020. So I want to get that one done as well. And then my pick for the third week of Shaketube, and my pick of Lukash's plays that he's covering, is Measure for Measure, which is also new to me. Yeah, and I'm actually not even sure what Measure for Measure is about. I don't know if it's a comedy or what. I have no idea. But I own it in this edition, or again in this complete works, but like I'm not gonna look that around more than I have to. Yeah, so I'll be reading that one. And then my next non-Shaketube book is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. This will be a reread for me. I absolutely adored Shiver when I was in high school. Like, Maggie Stiefvater was like legit like my favorite author when I was in high school. I loved Shiver. I loved the Scorpio races. She has this like fairy duology out. I'm not sure what the duology was called, but the two books were Lament and Ballad. I loved those. I loved Ballad, which I think was the less well-read of those. Anyways, as someone else, I think Kat of Paper Rat Dreams is like hosting or participating in a reread of the Raven Boys series by Maggie Stiefvater, which like everyone loves. I was not entertained by the Raven Boys. I read the first book and I just didn't understand the appeal. But I do want to reread Shiver, and since like someone else is rereading an old favorite Maggie Stiefvater series of theirs, I thought I might as well too. Again, this being YA, the font isn't like super large, but it's pretty big. And oh my god, I forgot about this. The font is actually blue. I forgot. Oh my god, I'm gonna have such a time with this. Yeah, and then my last pick for Shaketube, all three of our hosts will be reading The Two Gentlemen of Verona, and I definitely wanted to get in on that action. So I'll be reading this as well. So I have a couple of rereads due this month. Shiver and 12th Night are my rereads, and then some new books as well. I'm not going to pick up my complete works of Shakespeare, but yeah, quite a stack. That's what 7 books that I'm planning on. I'm hoping, because I'm in the middle of like some other things that maybe will get finished and squeezed in the month of September. I do need to read about 10 books per month for the rest of the year in order to reach my Goodreads goal of 99 books. I think I can do it. So we'll see. Alright, thank you so much for watching, if anyone is watching. Like, subscribe, you know the deal. Bye-bye.